you know, our societal obsession with marks. Of course, talk to us what you look, how are you looking at these developments with what's happened on Tuesday? Why is the Indian child's worth reduced to marks? Who created this scorecard culture? Is it the parents? Is it the schools? Is it the society at large? And what next?
It definitely is a society at large, but I think there's a larger point here. The frightening growth in the number of suicides in schools is something everybody needs to be concerned about.
Yeah.
But it is also marked by an increase in suicide in people going to work, young people going to work, young people going to all colleges. Okay. So I think the suicide option seems to be growing in terms of its usability by a larger number of people, and that itself points to a societal damaged approach to how we are looking at this. Now, I don't want to go into my school days since you already mentioned corporal punishment, but it was routine and it did no damage. And I can report quite humbly that the number of suicides in my school over the 11 years I was in school was not a remarkably maybe one or two that we know of. That's one. Secondly, I have four grandchildren going to school now, and they are intensely happy. So I think situations differ from school to school.
Yeah.
And also, the worst part of what we are talking about as a society is that parents think that because they are paying this large sum of money, extravagant sums of money to schools, they can outsource everything to the school. The schools and principals and the systems are pretty much the same. The pressure existed in our time, whether you would get into an IIT or an IIM, was a benchmark of your success, and your parents were gearing you up to it from the time you're in class 7 or 8. But the fact is that today we need to recognize that, as a society, either we've all grown softer and more vulnerable, and somebody did mention that there's more bullying now. I'm not quite sure, but it is the harsh fact is that in general, everybody wants to outsource their trouble to somebody else and then claim victimhood.
That's a great point.
That is also dangerous.
That's a great point.
That is also dangerous. Yeah.
Everything is being outsourced. There's so much of money that's being paid. The parents want the school to pretty much do everything, and there's a lot of nurturing that takes place back at home. God bless you, Mr. Cherian, for all the 4 grandkids, and they're all happy and going to school. God bless you for that.